Hey party people, back again. Hope you're all doing well. World's pretty messed up at the moment. People quarantining and isolating and working from home and losing jobs and all this kind of stuff, so it's pretty messed up. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Anyways, so last video I pretty much got everything mocked up, ready to go. Ran into a few snags. Some of them was the oil drain line that came with the kit. Definitely isn't long enough, so I bought a longer hose. One thing to note is it needs to be oil resistant. I thought about using some heater hose or whatever just to get me by to get the car running so I could drive it in and out of the shed, but you know, I just thought I'd order the proper stuff and wait. Took a while to get because the postal service is pretty slow at the moment, understandably. I've got some heat shield as well for that to cover it. Obviously things have got to be pretty hot. The old turbo had a 2-inch outlet to a 2.5-inch intercore pipe, so the new turbo is 2.5 to 2.5, so I can trim this and trim the intercore pipe as required to make that work. So things that I've done that I haven't filmed pretty much was I bolted down the 6 boost manifold properly with the gasket and everything like that, and I put the rest of the exhaust on the car. It was a bit of a nightmare having to do it on the ground. I had to disconnect part of the diff to drop it down to get the exhaust out that went over the diff. It's a nightmare. It's not really fun to film or anything like that, but that's pretty much where I'm up to. So what do I need to do? I need to bolt the turbo on, run all my lines, cut, trim, everything as required, and also need to pull this dump pipe out, and I need to weld in the bung for my wideband. So hopefully I run into no more snags and I can get this car going today. So let's see how we go. Alright, so I got things pretty much how I want to run. Oil and water feed, and then I'll just run my oil return around the back. I've got a pipe that I can go into. What I'll probably do now is I'll probably bolt the exhaust housing on, get that in place, and then I'll start to yeah, probably sort out the dump pipe, and then the last thing I'll put on is the front housing itself, and yeah, go from there. So I still got that welding and stuff to do, so let's do it. so I just need to drill a hole so I can put this bung in, and then I can weld it, and then that's for my wideband. So I normally just use like a step drill, and then I'll slowly go down until I'm at the right size. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so as you can see, got myself a nice little hole. I'll clean this pipe up and I'll give it a weld. See how we go. It's hard to see, but it's all happening. I've got some heat shield on my turbo oil drain. Everything's run. Wastegate's on. I've got my coolant line. I just need to hook that up to the braided line. I'm about to bolt this turbo on, and then hook everything up, and I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, so I just need to tighten the turbo now. I've got it all clocked. Got my silicone hose there, put some clamps on it. Spark plug leads. Then I'll probably start it up, I reckon. Put the strut brace in. Alright, so got everything mounted up. Let's see if it starts. Alright, so that sounded insane. So it's got a totally different exhaust on it now, and yeah, so much different muffler, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty wild. I need to drive it, but you know, I don't think it would be considered essential if I take it for a cruise, and I need to top it off with coolant anyway. So what I might do is call it a night, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll finish it off.